Darcey. Hello, Stacey.
Perfect. Okay. Now, do people get you mixed up all the time?
Yeah, they definitely.
Growing up, it wasn't just the two of you. You had a brother, Michael.
Yeah, Michael is always in our hearts. He passed away from a rare form of cancer in '98. It's kind of a namesake company that we chose to honor him with, and everything we do is kind of in honor of him. So I wrote a letter and got a call the next day, and pretty much got it pretty quickly after that.
How does your life change? Was it pretty immediate?
You kind of forget the camera's there half the time, but when it started airing, I was like, wow,
It was like super huge ratings.
Was there a moment that you guys realized, oh my God, people are actually obsessed with the Silva twins?
Actually, the biggest fan we've ever met was Rihanna. Yeah, she just instantly hugged us and said, I love you girls, keep doing what you're doing, you're amazing.
When people look back on Darcey and Stacey Silva, what do you hope that your legacy will be?
I think our legacy would be resilience. Reach to the top of that mountain together.
Always keeping your eyes on the prize, and the prize is whatever you want it to be.
Today on Misunderstood, I'm sitting down with two women who have lived their entire adult lives in the spotlight, where every heartbreak, every makeover, every misstep has been magnified for the world to see. Have you been watching sisters Darcey and Stacey on 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After? If you haven't, you need to watch. These are the two Silva sisters that everybody is talking about. These two may have started as twin sisters from Connecticut with a dream and a clothing line, but the world met them when Darcey took a leap of faith on 90 Day Fiancé. What followed was reality TV history, messy relationships, emotional vulnerability, twin drama, and ultimately a hit spinoff show that cemented them as pop culture fixtures. But behind the tears and the glam, there's something people miss. These women are survivors of public judgment. They've built a fashion brand in honor of their late brother. They've reinvented themselves time and time again, even when the world mocked their transformations. They've fought for love, for family, for identity, and they've done it all under the harshest of lights. So today, we're not just talking about reality TV moments, we're talking about what it means to be a woman whose flaws and fears are broadcast on national television, and how you find the courage to keep going when the internet has already written your story for you. Because Darcey and Stacey aren't just reality stars, they are women who, like so many of us, are still searching for love, validation, and a little bit of peace. And maybe that's the most misunderstood part of all. Please enjoy my conversation with twins, Darcey and Stacey Silva. Darcey and Stacey, it is so fun to have you finally on Misunderstood. How are you?
We're doing great. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel.
You guys look great. First of all, who's who? Because I'm going to get you mixed up.
Yeah, Darcey. Hello, Stacey.
Perfect. Okay. Now, do people get you mixed up all the time?
Yeah, they definitely. Yes.
When you were little, did you kind of try to pretend you were the opposite sister?
Actually, no, not really.
Really?
Yeah.
I think when we were younger, we just, we enjoyed being twins, and we used to dress alike. Obviously, we probably were more identical.
Right.
But yeah, we had fun with it for sure.
Right. Okay. And did you always have the same type, or tell me some things that are similar or different about you from your childhood, not now?
Yeah, I think when we were younger, we were kind of shy and introverted, so we only really had each other. So we definitely did more things alike. And, we were each other's best friends, each other's other half. So that's kind of all we ever knew growing up. We moved around a lot growing up as kids from London, Japan, Singapore, traveling with our family and our dad. And, people would kind of spot us out as twins, ironically, take pictures of us, stop us because we had blonde curly hair and all different foreign countries. They would stop our mom and dad to take pictures.
Right.
But yes, we were very shy. We just kind of always stuck together like glue.
I know. Well, we did fight a lot in the cribs.
Yeah, supposedly
When we were babies, according to what our dad said.
We had our own little babble language.
And we had our own little twin language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it seems like you guys complete each other's sentences.
Yeah, at times, for sure.
Well, let's start at the beginning. You guys grew up in Connecticut, which is where you are now, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk where in Connecticut? And can you talk about what childhood was like?
Yeah, we're in Connecticut right now visiting family. We're in Wethersfield. We were born in Connecticut, but we kind of lived all over since the age of 3. My dad's an engineer, so we traveled a lot with him and our family. We lived in London, Japan, Singapore. And, kind of on and off in Connecticut. It's always home away from home for us. So it's a piece of us always. But we have that travel bug, I think, because we grew up traveling. Yeah.
Were you close to both parents?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Because your dad is such a figure on TV. So like, me as someone who hasn't watched everything yet, I'm just catching up. Like, what was your relationship with your mom and what was their relationship like?
Yeah, they were married till we were about 12, but we always did everything, close as a family. Our dad's kind of like the patriarch of the family. So we always went to him for advice, whatever we needed. He was always there for us. Our mom was, she was a stay-at-home mom. So she was always there. She was a good cook and, very nurturing. Our dad, he's, a very successful man. So we learned a lot from him. And, we would ask him all kinds of questions and stuff. And actually, we call it Mentor Mike. Yes. In high school, we ended up, because they were divorced, we ended up moving to West Virginia where he lived. And the last 2 years of high school, we lived with him.
Got it. Okay. Now, growing up, it wasn't just the two of you. You had a brother, Michael. Yes. Was that the only sibling?
Yes. Yep. Our older brother, Michael.
Okay. And you launched House of 11 long before TV. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Yes.
Which is super cool. Can you guys talk about the vision for your brand and how your brother Michael inspired it?
Yeah, Michael is always in our hearts. He passed away from a rare form of cancer in 98, July 11th. And it's kind of a namesake company that we chose to honor him with. And House of 11 is meaningful because the number 11, he was born May 11th in 71, passed July 11th, 98. And everything we do is kind of in honor of him. It's a feel-good brand. We were shy growing up, so he was always like our protector. If we got bullied in school, he would be like, "These are my twins. Don't talk about them and protect us." He was our motivator. He always told us to never give up and just follow our dreams and dream big. That's why we always say do it big. It's just those are things that he would like instill in us. And even though he was our older brother by 3 years, he was kind of like a mentor to us too. And actually, he was the one that drove us to West Virginia in high school. So he always, protected us when he wanted to stay at home with our
You
mom.
were very, very close to him.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So he never got to see any of this fame that other people, right?
Right.
So he just knew you as his two younger sisters.
Two younger sisters, and he always believed in us. We, like I said, we're shy, but we held a lot of that, what we wanted to do, like inside. And then as we got older and had our kids and got married, we always had his voice in our head, like, don't ever give up, reach to the top of that mountain, hand in hand, you guys can do it. I believe in you. And we always had big dreams. Yeah. I mean, we had dreams that were like, most people would be like, how are you going to do that?
Yeah. So what did you guys want to be when you were little?
To have like a TV show.
You did?
Yeah. We always wanted, to be on TV. And I think that stems from being a twin and always, when we were little, we'd always get stopped in the street or whatever. And just like people would take pictures of us, like Darcey was saying, like they were like tourist attractions. We were like tourist attractions. And I just feel like we always had something that no one else had. And it made us unique. And I don't know, just people gravitated towards us in a weird way, even though we were very shy.
What kind of jobs did you have, like at the beginning, out of school?
Out of school, wow. I mean, first job was bikinis. Yeah, I know. Our dad made us get us in high school when we moved to West Virginia. Our first job, he was like, well, if you're going to, job, you're 16, 17 now. It's time to get a job, go, and learn how to work and stuff and save money. So my first job was McDonald's, the drive-through girl, when they first started those value meals. So
fun.
Never really had like a big voice, but it was like kind of on that microphone during the drive-through moments when people were like, okay, what are these value meals? So I had to say like, would you like to try number one? 2 cheeseburgers, a medium fry, and a Diet Coke. Like, can I help you today? Gave us confidence. I don't know. You did. I worked at a grocery store. I was bagging groceries. So, you got to meet a lot of people and kind of came out of my shell. Yeah. I think that's,
I love that. My first job in college was Domino's Pizza. So thank you for calling Domino's Pizza and Subs. This is Rachel. How may I help you?
Yeah. It was fun. I remember those days. And then we moved to New York. Like our second year of college. We moved from Texas, drove 3 days to get to New York City, and we stayed with our brother for like a couple weeks. So he would drive us to the train station to go to Lee Strasberg like 3-4 times a week to go to school. And then we finally got an apartment. That's a whole other story in itself, how we found it. Gosh, yeah. And then our first job in New York City together,
Hooters.
Hooters girls.
Of course. Okay. How did that go?
Oh, wow.
We made good money.
I think we did the day shift. I remember that. Like, order in, I don't know.
But were people obnoxious? Were the guys obnoxious, or was it so fun?
No, it was actually fun. I feel like we kind of
fun.
got out of our skin a little bit. We didn't have the big boobs at the time, but
we were very natural. And wore glasses. Like
you were natural, but you ended up at Hooters. That's funny.
I mean, it was just. I think that helped us get out of our comfort zone.
Okay.
And it gave us a little bit of confidence because we never really had boyfriends and stuff growing up. No. So we were very shy and, didn't really like to show our bodies. We were like, we were tomboys. We were very much tomboys. We played tennis. Like we didn't even wear bras until we were like in college. So Hooters kind of brought us out of our shell and I think made us a little more spunky how we are today.
Okay.
So
I
all
love
these little jobs kind of helped us in life.
Yeah, I think so too. I love that. All right. So Darcey, you were the first sister on TV. Yes. How did you get that job? How did you get that role?
I remember actually Stacey kind of opened the door because she was dating Florian. They met on Instagram many years back. And 2015. We happened to watch the show when we were visiting Connecticut at her mom's house. And
I'm like, this is so me and Florian. Like, we should sign up for it or something. So I saw the email and I emailed them. Mm-hmm. I was going to go visit him in Italy for a month. So I sent an email and I got a response right away. But I went to Italy, so you had to have the K1 visa already.
You already had to have.
So we were just dating at the time.
And at the time I was like, "What are you thinking? That show's crazy. What are you talking about? You're gonna ruin our brand. Oh my god, this is insane and nuts.
Why would you want to do that?
Guilty pleasure show." But I'm like, "What are you? This is what with Florian, this 20-something-year-old guy from Albania that you just kind of met." So she ended up going. I stayed in Connecticut, and I was just happened to be on some dating apps, and I had met Jesse, the guy from Amsterdam. And then for a few months we were talking over the phone. And then I somehow got I found a casting call on Facebook for a new spinoff for 90 Day. It was called Before the 90 Days, but you couldn't have met in person yet. There's no K1 visa yet. You're just dating. You just haven't met in person. I was like, how bad could this one be? So I wrote a letter and got a call the next day and pretty much got it pretty quickly after that.
No way. All right. Mm-hmm. So when you started filming and doing this and then it's on air, how does your life change? Was it pretty immediate?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. It was once it started airing, obviously I didn't understand how it was going to be aired because we don't have any control of the edits and stuff, and everything that we've always filmed is very real and authentic. And, we're just normal on camera. You kind of forget the camera's there half the time. But when it started airing, I was like, wow,
it was super huge ratings. I feel
started trending.
Did you like how you were represented?
You know what? It's me. So it's however it's edited, it's you can't change how that's done. So, there was some things that were hard to deal with was watching back, the hurt and the crying and the tears, because I probably didn't know Jesse as well as I thought I did at the time. And that's kind of what hurt the most, not being on camera and showing my vulnerability and all that. That's always going to be me and that will never change. But I was like, wow, he said that? I can't believe it. The other day, he's like, I love you. I can't wait to meet you. It's very odd.
I get
that's what was hard.
So Stacey, at first you were more in the background. So how did it feel to watch Darcey, step into the spotlight before you entered the picture?
I didn't mind it. I just feel like we're on this journey together and what's meant to be will be. They always kind of kept in contact with me and Florian and our relationship. And it just happened at the right time. Yeah. Darcey and I, she included me. I always include her. So I didn't see it as a bad thing. I just saw it as that's our life and it's okay. And I was there to support her and go through her relationships and her ups and downs. And, when we got Darcey and Stacey, that's when things kind of really took off.
Right. So, and then Darcey, I want to go back to you for 1 second. Your relationships on 90 Day Fiancé with Jesse, Tom, now into Georgie. Mm-hmm. What is that like to see these breakups publicly play out and people get so involved emotionally with what you're going through? How does that feel?
Right. I've been going through all those relationships, the ups and downs, the good, the bad, the ugly. I mean, that's part of my life and dealing with that on and off camera.
Is it better to go through it knowing other people are watching and doing it with you, or is it terrible?
No, personally for me, I feel like it's a form of therapy because I can kind of see like where the relationship might have the red flags or where it's gone wrong or where it could get fixed. Obviously, there's always been love in the relationships, but obviously some of those relationships weren't meant to be and probably not the healthiest for me, obviously. But I've learned from those. I've been able to heal and go through those journeys together with Stacey and by myself to kind of dig deep to see, what I truly want and deserve in life. And, having the fans come up and hug me and say, wow, thank you for sharing your journey because it helps me as well. So at the end of the day, it's all worth it.
So you guys have so many fans. It's incredible. What was there a moment that you guys realized, oh my God, people are actually obsessed with the Silva twins?
It kind of reminded us like growing up, like when we were kids, like people would come up to us and like take our pictures. So it just feels natural to us. We embrace it. We love our fans. We cry with them. Sometimes they hug us and they'll cry and be like, you helped me in my situation, in my relationship. And it's very touching. We love to take photos with people. Sometimes they're like nervous to approach us. And I'm like, hi, like I'll approach them.
Yeah.
Hi, so you guys believe that interaction with fans is really important. There's a lot of people in reality TV that, act like they're Angelina Jolie and they're like, don't talk to me. But it's clear that you really love to interact with your fans.
Absolutely. Yes. Yep. And it happens internationally too. We were in Dubai. People were running after us in the mall. I mean, it was
we hugged them. We hugged them. Actually, the biggest fan we've ever met was Rihanna.
Yeah. In LA. Yes.
Yeah.
We were at
she hugged us and everything.
Yeah. Before we left.
Did you flip out?
No, but we knew she was there earlier in the evening. We went to like this little fun hot spot.
We were sitting across the table from her. She was surrounded by her security guards, and we got up to leave. And her security guards, they stopped us. They're like, "Come back, come here!" Like, oh, and she just instantly hugged us and said, "I love you, girls. Keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing. Like, I religiously watch you guys." And just she was very sweet, and we were like in awe, pretty much. And then
did you know she was a fan?
No, she was a fan. I mean, we had seen her like sitting there eating with her friends and stuff, but like it was a very discreet the way she did it. It was very professional and just so super sweet, and just we felt so loved. And we actually called her dad right away. We're like, Dad, guess who we just met? He's like, we're like, Rihanna. And that's when it kind of rang a bell, like, wow, we really made it. We really are doing something in this world, and we must be doing something positive. So through all our ups and downs and our roller coaster relationships, we're making an impact on the world.
100%.
And it was very humbling.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. You guys are not just sisters, you're best friends, you're business partners, and you're reality stars. So what's the best part and also the hardest part about living so much life together?
I mean, pretty much do everything in tandem, really. I mean, we got
always having like your best friend there, always having somebody. You're never alone.
Yeah. I mean, we butt heads a lot.
There's a shoulder to cry on.
There is. We do have moments of butting heads, but at the end of the day, it doesn't last long. I mean, we trust each other. We believe in each other. We want to like just do it together. And, there's times when, it's hard to live life together, doing the same thing at the same time. But at the same time, this is all we know, really, to be honest with you. I mean,
does it affect your relationship with men, do you think? Because a man probably feels like they can't break that barrier between the two of you.
At times it's affected our relationships, but the guys that we choose, they have to understand that bond and that connection, and they have to be family-oriented people like Georgie and Florian. Like they are Eastern European, they're very family-oriented, so they get that bond. I know Florian, like he's really close to his sisters.
So
yeah.
Now, do the guys like each other?
Yeah, they get along most of the time.
They get along. I don't think they're like best friends, but
Okay. You guys aren't doing like foursome trips together and dinners every night.
We do a lot. I think
we should do more.
The dynamic has changed now a little bit. We'll be able to talk about that later, but right now, like the dynamic has changed somewhat. But Stacey and I, appreciate that the guys can kind of bond with us as well. We do trips together. We've, worked together. So they're loving our world. They love to be a part of it. And they get a chance to kind of do their own thing too, which is cool.
Got it. Okay. We've seen fights, tears, and makeup on screen between you two. What's the biggest fight you've ever had with each other, and how did you come back from it?
Well, we've had a few fights.
Is there one that stands out?
Which one?
I don't know. The biggest one would probably, I mean, there's petty fights over dumb stuff like clothes and stuff like that, or just, I think, maybe one getting an opportunity that the other doesn't, and you want to feel like you can help provide, but there's like, it's out of our control. So it causes some tension and, I wouldn't say jealousy or just,
I mean, pretty much our biggest fights are the ones that you see on TV. I mean, we kind of let it out,
Okay.
Yeah, we've had some.
Yeah. Okay. Your dad, Mike, has become a fan favorite on the show. How does he keep you grounded?
Oh, Dad, he's always keeping us grounded. He's our mentor.
Wisdom.
Yeah, he's zip it, zip it when we talk too much, listen, always got to listen. He teaches like certain things that, sometimes we're not always aware of. So
right.
He keeps us very grounded and humble in the things that we do. And he's right.
Yeah. I don't think, we let the fame and stuff get to our head. I think just, he grounds us and humbles us.
Yes. And if he needs to call us out on camera, he
sure does.
Right.
He's the first one to call us out.
Okay.
We take it.
What don't we see on camera? Like, do you feel like everything that you live is in front of a camera? What happens when the cameras are not rolling? Tell us something we wouldn't know.
A lot of stuff happens when there's no cameras around. That's why we need cameras all the time. I don't know. Just
most of the stuff
are very dramatic stuff that are like mind blowing to the point where it's like, I can't believe this is going on. We have each other to help to kind of get through those moments.
There was a little incident in New York recently.
Yeah.
Like that's to be continued, I guess.
A lot of stuff.
Okay. Anything you could share? Like, do you sit around and watch Netflix together? I don't know, like something that your fans wouldn't know about you off camera. What do you guys like to do? Or
we love to travel. Yeah, I mean, we love to travel. We go to Turkey a lot. Obviously, we do our surgeries together. So we love to travel. We go to Dubai. We did a little fun media tour. We just got back from Turkey not too long ago. We like to do our longevity treatments and our surgeries together. And that's something that we do together. Yeah. And I feel like with the guys, sometimes, they get FOMO. They feel like they miss out on some of the things that we do. And it's like, they're like the third twins. Yeah. Crazy.
Fun. So, all right, Darcey, can we talk about your relationship with Georgie a little bit? I know on where we're at in the episodes, at least that I'm at, you're preparing, or have you gone now to see Georgie's family? That's kind of where the season's at.
Yes.
Can we talk about real time what's happening, or are you not allowed to talk about?
I think they want to hold that for later, but I can say,
tease maybe.
Yeah, I could tease a little. But I mean, honestly, we're in Connecticut right now visiting family and everything, but there are some things that have been brewing, and I'm in a different mind, like heart space right now with him, but we'll see what the future holds.
Okay. So can you share a little bit about that anxiety? I mean, everything that we're watching on TV right now about the anxiety going there, like the times that I've now caught up, he's constantly talking to you about your eyelashes, your, being over the top, whatever.
Right.
Explain how that makes you feel. Forget about the cameras and what we see, but like, was there a lot of anxiety going to travel there, or were you like, they're going to like me or they're not going to like me? I don't really give a shit.
I mean, traveling to Bulgaria was like one of the best things that I feel like I've done, especially with Georgie. He hadn't been home in a long time, but for him to feel like he needs to change me as a person from, the outside, you can't change that because it's like, you can't really get rid of the boobs, and maybe you can tone down the lashes and the nails. I get that, but he knows who I am as a person. So it was a little bit like mind-boggling and a little hurtful at times. So I was like, well, maybe there's some anxiety that you're having and you're trying to project it onto me. That's not the case, because it's like, I love who I am, and I think your family's going to love me. My kids are half Hungarian. I've traveled to Europe many times. I know how to act in front of families. I don't project your thoughts and feelings onto me. Your family love you regardless. So I feel like it was that anxiety he was having for himself. He needed someone to kind of blame. And he tends to do that a lot. I feel like I get a lot of the blame a lot of times. And it's like, whenever I try to explain myself, he's doesn't understand that, Do
you think there's any element to, like, do you think he's embarrassed about the show at all? Do you think he's embarrassed of you and how you come off to people? I mean, the way some of where we're at now, it came off was like, why is he with her if he's embarrassed of her? Like that, and that kind of made me annoyed for you, because I was like, is he doing this just because he's on a show, or is he really into her? Because if he's into her, he's not even looking at the eyelashes and the boobs because he really knows her.
Well, that's what I felt in the moment. I was like, "What, are you embarrassed me or something?" Because it's like, at home we're totally different, but like on camera, why are you acting like that? Like that really threw me for a loop, and it really upset me because I was like, "Okay, here we go," because this is not okay, and I'm not going to put up with that. So, I mean, if you've got some insecurities, you got to deal with that yourself. But like, it was very hurtful, and I just felt like, why are you acting like that? Like, you shouldn't be embarrassed with me. I know how to carry myself. I know who I am as a person. I love me. I love us, and I love your family. So like, let that happen naturally. Don't feel like you need to change myself to make yourself feel better. And at times it happened, especially when we filmed. It's a little different wherever we go. Like, he's a different person when he's in Connecticut around my family. He's different when he's in Miami. He's more flirt and dirt, ready to go. Kind of
different in New York.
Different in New York. And Connecticut, he's like, Mr. Stepdad, and, loves my dad and wants to like man up with him. And I'm just like, okay, there's no consistency here and there's no transparency a lot of the time. So it annoys me. So I'm like, what are your motives here?
Yeah.
Like, this is where, and I question him a lot on and off camera, but there's never an answer. So it's like I'm playing the guessing game half the time.
Right, I understand that. And Stacey, your relationship with Florian has faced doubts and rumors, but you've been in that relationship for quite a while now.
Yeah.
So, and it's really stood the test of time. What do you think has made that work?
We were like any other married couple. We've been together 10 years, and we've definitely had our ups and downs. Obviously Florian was a lot younger than me, when we first met. And I just feel like now that he's in his 30s, he's going through like some sort of like changing, he's coming into his manhood or whatever you want to call it. And, I embrace that. I'm happy for him. I want him to live his dream life and do what he wants to do. I'm his number one supporter and here to like be his cheerleader. And, I feel like the way we make it work is just, we have to have each other's back. He supported me in my dreams, and I'm here to support him in his dreams. Things have kind of taken a turn. I'm not saying, it's always great because, we are having some bumps in the roads currently. But we just got back from Albania. So that was a nice little trip. There was a wedding in his family. So we went there. But, we're just taking day by day.
So let me ask a question. Do you guys affect each other's relationship outcomes? Like, it sounds like, and I know you can't talk too much about it, it sounds like you guys are in a little bit of a rocky place with both of your men. So are you both like, if I had a twin sister, I'd be like, all right, let's be single for a little bit and let's go see, now that we're as famous as we are, let's go see who our hall pass guys are. Let's see if we can get them. Like, who is your hall pass, both of you?
Who's that actor guy? Is like hot, like a model. That Simon, something. He's in that movie. What's the name of that movie? The Italian guy. I don't know.
Italian guy Simon. All right. Well, we'll have to Google
or something. I don't know. He's an actor. I don't know. Actor, model. He's like on Instagram. Very good looking. Kind of looks like Florian a little bit too. So yeah.
Okay. So you like that European look?
Yeah.
I think we both have that European kind of vibe. Like,
so Darcey, who's yours?
I don't know. I always kind of had like this crush vibe with the what's his name? Now I'm saying what's his name too.
Yeah, exactly. You guys
our brains,
exactly
menopause brain. Oh my gosh,
I have it too. Well, while you're thinking, mine would be Justin Bateman, who's super boring, but I love him because he's like all American but super funny.
Yeah,
or Jason Statham because he's hot.
Yeah.
Tough.
We like the hot ones.
Darcey, you can't think of who yours is?
Not Chad. Channing Tatum.
Oh, yeah, he's hot.
Yeah, that vibe.
Yeah, and Magic Mike. Okay, you guys have said that you are into the idea of a make under. Are we going to be doing that? What's the thought there?
I think our next trip to Turkey would be a definite make under. I think we're feeling a little top heavy, so maybe we go down a size or two just to feel lighter on our feet,
Definitely going to go. Would you ever like cut your hair and be brown? Like, are you still going to be blonde?
Yeah, I don't mind. Like, brunette, like a nice, like that J-Lo kind of color.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really pretty, kind of over the platinum blonde look.
Do you guys think whatever one of you does, the other one will do, or will you try and look different ever?
We tend to do the same look most of the time. Same look. We do like different things. Like I probably, would go maybe a little less, I don't know, maybe
You like more the blonde.
I like the blonde because it took us forever to get this color, but I don't mind, wearing a shorter cut, like a bob, I think.
What's your natural color?
Blonde.
Like a dirty blonde.
Oh, it is blonde. Okay.
We were toe heads growing up. That's why we always got
My mom's very blonde, so I think we get her coloring from.
Do you look at each other as a mirror? Can you be like, oh, I don't like how that looks on her, so I know that would look bad on me, or I love that look? Do you look
we look at each other?
For sure.
Especially after surgeries, like why does she have that and I don't, or why does it look like that? And mine looks a little different. Like I feel like my filler looks a little different on my face than her face. Like she's got more like the, I feel like my pointy chin, mine's a little bit more.
Probably I'll end up dissolving all the fillers, and then we did have a facelift, so
need to
dissolve and give it a break and see how it looks. If there's a lot of extra skin, maybe we could just pull it back a little bit more and call it a day.
Right. Nice. Okay, I love it.
50, so we're just kind of like, I don't think we're doing anything out of the ordinary than most 50-something-year-old women would do.
I get it. And I'm 52. How are you dealing with menopause? It's something that no one wants to talk about, but now all of a sudden you see a lot of celebrities talking about it.
Yeah.
We're all at that age. So how is it affecting you guys?
I get hot flashes a lot. It's been affecting us, but I feel like we're trying to, start this longevity journey with the peptides and the vitamins and the NADs. So hopefully maybe that helps. I don't know if there's anything else we could do for it, but, just kind of keep ourselves mindful and less stressed around situations with, the guys or whatever, because it's probably affecting them too.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like men don't know how to deal with women that are going through perimenopause. It's like a really difficult thing that is totally, misunderstood. People really don't get how hard it is. Like, I feel like I'm losing my mind sometimes. I feel like I can't sleep well. Sometimes I will flip out about the dumbest things. And then the craziest things don't even bother me. I'm like,
I don't even I think Florian didn't even know what menopause was. He thought everybody gets it. He's like, well, you're having it. So he feels like he's getting it.
Yeah.
It's weird. He's like, I'm going
I think he called it menopause.
Menopause.
Right. What do you guys think is the biggest misconception that people have about you guys?
I think a lot of people think that
maybe we're,
ditzy or desperate. Like, we deserve love like everybody else at the end of the day. And,
we're go-getters. We're smart. We have, we don't give up a mission in life, and, we're not weak. We're strong. That's why I always say very strong. Yes.
Right. Okay. So you guys did your series, Darcey and Stacey, for how many years was it now? 4?
We did 4 seasons. And they did that.
You're on hiatus. I mean, I'm assuming you're hoping that the 5th season is going to happen. Yeah. What's the difference between what a 5th season would look like versus what you're doing now, which is the happily ever after 90 days?
Yes. It's been a blessing to be able to go back to the franchise, the 90-day shows. We've done Pillow Talk. We've done the 90 days before 90 days. And she did Last Resort. And now we're on Happily Ever After. If we were to transition back into the Darcey and Stacey, hopefully soon, let's manifest that. I think that would show a little bit more in depth what we go through on a daily basis. Obviously, more about both of our dynamics as twins and the relationships with the guys and the kids. More family stuff. The kids are all in college. It's, maybe they can make it more like, the Kardashian type show, because our kids are growing up and there's so much going on in their lives that there'd be so much to film. Yeah.
Right. Would you guys do another kind of reality show like Dancing with the Stars, Celebrity Big Brother? Is there something that you guys really love that you want to do?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we would love to do Dancing with the Stars or The Traders. I think that's a fun show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a great one for you guys to do.
I think it'd be really cool to do Traders or, and we're definitely open to them all.
Okay. You have been through heartbreak, reinvention, and huge success. What do you want your daughters and your fans to take away from your journey?
I think at the end of the day, it's a blessing to be here, to be able to share our journeys together and with our kids as well. Stacey has 2 amazing sons.
They're all in college.
My daughters are just amazing too. And we're just really excited for what their future holds. And we just want to stay as a tight-knit family as possible and just to really build that legacy all together.
Never give up on your dreams.
For the fans to watch that and feel like they could be a part of, our journey, so we could feel like we're a part of theirs. We just love sharing. We're givers.
Right. Yeah. So let's say the season ends, 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after. We don't know what's happening with Darcey and Stacey. What is the next thing on the bucket list that you guys really do want to do? Like, where will your life turn if you choose not to, or you're not given the opportunity to continue on TV? What will your life look like then?
Yeah, I think our life would be traveling, if we were on TV, House of 11 going global. We would love to eventually make that into House of 11 homes, villas, really
cool.
kind of go global with that real estate.
Okay, last question. When people look back on Darcey and Stacey Silva, what do you hope that your legacy will be?
I think our legacy would be resilience and, never giving up, doing it big, reach to the top of that mountain together. Always keeping your eyes on the prize. And the prize is whatever you want it to be. So just love, happiness, success, and to give back in the world to others.
I love that. All right. Well, 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After airs Sunday nights, 8 p.m. on TLC, right?
Yeah.
And it's been such a pleasure meeting you guys. I really wish you the best of luck, and I will be watching to see how your life turns out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for listening to Misunderstood. I'm your host, Rachel Yucatel. Please be sure to subscribe to the show and give us a 5-star rating and review. You can support the show by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/misunderstood with Rachel Yucatel. Do you have ideas for the show or want to reach out? Email us at info misunderstoodpodcast@gmail.com. That's spelled MISS understood. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.